Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve.
12. I'm surprised we're that far already.
How many are in it?
30-something?
Oh, I forgot. It's one continuous season, yeah.
It's like 36
or something like that,
37. I don't remember, yeah. But I feel like we just started this and we're already on 12.
I know, yeah. It's really moving along pretty quickly.
It is and it isn't.
Yeah.
At the same time.
I know.
But that's kind of what works, what this show does, though. What makes it kind of good in a way.
Yeah. It's because it's a mind battle show. So it's like a lot that you're thinking about, and like they're like going back and forth. So like a short little thing can actually be dragged out for.
Yeah, because these episodes are not long at all. Like just from the intro alone's like a minute or two, and then
20-something minutes.
If that, yeah, they're like 21 minutes maybe tops. But they seem like they go by real quick. But at the same time, some of them, the ones that are like really intense, like with the two of them when those two are together, like those seem longer.
I know, yeah. I'm excited for more of that because now Light is going to the task force, right?
That's what it seems like, yeah.
I think he said
and
he
then
was
they're not
going
going to tell him about that they're chasing another one.
Right. Oh yeah, and the girl.
Which I thought was a genius move. Yeah, because then we have to
And
deal
this
with
is
her.
a whole new shinigami, right?
I think so.
I think so too.
I don't think we've seen this one yet.
And the other one's still floating around somewhere.
Well, so he said he was going to see him, yeah. We've been saying this for episodes now. He has been not shown up.
I know. And what else? And the rest was just that girl doing everything with the news.
The eyes.
Oh, and she has the eyes, right? Yeah, I do. Like, what do you think? You think
that's a big problem for Elle?
Yeah, Elle and Light.
Because all she has to do is see him. You know,
Light too. And she could stop him if she ever wanted
I'm
to.
saying compared to like, for Elle to deal with Light, it's easier because he doesn't have the eyes, so he could just have a fake name.
And, I know, yeah, he's got to stay super hidden.
But the moment if she wants to kill Elle,
the whole task force, yeah.
You know, I think that's what she said she wanted to do, right? Because she was the one that said he'll die in 4 days or whatever, or his identity will be revealed in 4 days. Right? Is that what she said?
He had to reveal his identity, or I forget who she was gonna kill. It was like if your answer was yes, this will happen. If your answer was no, then in 4 days' time, I forget who.
Yeah, but there was that scene at the end where Light was talking about, like, he's like, it won't matter because in 4 days' time or something like that. Well,
yeah, Light's gonna have to give his identity, or whatever she's gonna do. I forget what the or else was.
Yeah,
but it was like something significant where like even Elle knows like he's gonna have to maybe do it.
Yeah, it's a big conundrum now.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, let's watch it. If you guys want to watch the next episode early, go check out our Patreon. We have that there as well as full length.
I do like when like the antagonists and protagonists have to like team up to like take out an more threat.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to necessarily actually team up.
Not team up, but technically team up.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. They're both at least fighting the same cause for an episode or two, you know.
And I'm curious to see how long it's going to take Light to figure out that they know about that they're chasing another one, and they're not.
He's gonna know right away. He's gonna be like, we're dealing with Elle.
Yeah.
Like we're like, oh, he probably got Elle, and immediately Elle's just like, oh, you know what? This is what he's doing.
And it's just that the entire episode again. And I'll be thoroughly entertained.
Yeah, we need to see a couple episodes where Light gets the best of.
Well, that's what
like,
I'm waiting
Elle.
for that to happen.
Not the best of them, but you know what I mean? Like where like Elle's like
Shit.
kind of thrown for a loop.
Yeah.
Not for a loop, but like you're like, oh, I gotta really think. This kid's fucking good.
And also, there's probably not. I don't know how many episodes are in this first part, you know. So
could only be like 5 or 6 more.
Right.
Ryuzaki has decided that he'd like you to help with the investigation. If you're still interested, then you need to come here right away.
Okay, Dad. I need to figure out what this imposter is all about before someone else on the task force beats me to it.
Thank you, Light.
Not at all.
I'm Aihara. And I'm Asahi.
Yes, of course.
Who's he gonna be?
And perhaps I should call myself Light Asahi?
Yes, please do. To keep things simple.
Light Asahi.
That's his dad's name.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get down to work. We need to ask Light Yagami to assist us. However, we cannot tell him that we're considering the possibility of a second Kira.
Are you serious? But wouldn't that make working together a bit difficult?
He's right. Why even bother asking him to work with us?
The suspect that we've been pursuing up until now has needed both a name and a face to kill his victims.
That's the thing.
But there is something different happening here. Recall
He knows that there's like something up.
He arrived at the station. If he comes to the conclusion that there could be a second suspect, then he'd be almost completely cleared of suspicion in this case.
Will that prove anything?
Logically, if he's really Kira, he'll want me dead, seeing as I'm the one leading the investigation against him right now.
Yeah.
And the way things are going, if I comply with this new subject's demands and appear on TV in 3 days, there's a very good chance I will die. I can't see the real Kira jeopardizing such an easy opportunity to get rid of me.
Okay,
Yeah.
but are you suggesting
That's
that
true.
Wilson does not come to the same conclusion?
He couldn't have nailed it more.
So now, and Light's gonna save
In
him.
that case, there will still only be a 5% chance.
I don't know, maybe it's because I'm the real one, but this is a complete disgrace to everything Kira stands for.
Have you come to any conclusions?
Damn, it's a test. It's hard to say for sure, but there might be another person out there with Kira's power.
With Kira's power? But what do you mean by that, Light?
At the very least, I'd say this tape was not created by the Kira we're familiar with. And since we've established that he needs a name and face to kill, it makes you wonder how he was able to kill that detective and those two officers right outside
He said
the
exactly
television
what he said.
It's the same.
That was incredible. Now any doubts about you should be resolved.
Oh,
I think you're exactly right about that. You've been a great help. It's decided then. First, we must focus on stopping this copycat. From what we've seen, he sympathizes.
you're right. They're definitely working together.
He will lack his sophistication. I would like you to play the part of the real Kira.
Me as Kira?
Yes, you're the only one I can think of who'd be able to pull something like this off. At any rate, we don't have time to waste.
I love that.
And now when he nails this, now he's the suspect again.
Yeah, right.
Back up to 10%.
Yep.
Damn him. You must have been planning this from the beginning. It's the only reason I'm here.
I don't like it though. He keeps getting the better of him, you know?
I think I managed to make it believable.
Now Light gets to use him as Kira and pretend like he doesn't know he's Kira.
Right.
However, if we don't omit the part that says you're free to kill L,
In response to the frightening Kira video aired on Sakura TV only a few days ago, an anonymous individual has contacted us claiming to be the real Kira. In short, he has demanded of this network.
I have chosen to be lenient with him for the time being, only because I believe he wishes to cooperate with me in the creation of a new world. But I want to make it
Girl's a freak.
clear that the taking of innocent lives is against my will.
She's no different than Light.
Claiming to be me is truly
Yeah.
sympathetic to my cause and wishes to be of some help.
This guy's gonna be no help at all. If this fake had any idea what my wishes were, he'd insist that Elle appear on TV and then kill him anyway. How could you fall for something like this? Damn it.
What's this having the eyes supposed to mean? Is it a code?
Yeah.
Please tell me how I can meet you without the police showing you. You'll think of something. And when we meet, we can confirm our identities by showing our shinigami to each other.
Shinigami?
He's a liability.
Sheesh.
I gotta do something about him quickly.
Ryuzaki!
What the hell happened to him?
He must have encountered Shinigami before.
Yeah.
am I supposed to believe that? That Shinigami actually exist?
Or it's just like something I
It's
know
like
of, you
they're
know?
just gods,
Yeah.
Obviously, they don't exist.
Yes, that's right, Ryuzaki. Listen to yourself. Of course Shinigami don't exist.
You're probably right, but I remember that Kira had those prisoners write something suggesting the existence of Shinigami. All of this suggests to me that the copycat has his own agenda and is acting independently of the first. I believe his actual motivation is to meet the original.
I think you're right.
Yeah, that is all it is, you know?
Something out of an interest in Kira. Probably means that they'd confirm their identities by somehow demonstrating their ability to kill.
Yes, that's it. Based on their messages, we can assume that the word
That was a nice little
Shinigami
flip.
has some
Yeah.
other meaning that only the real Kira and the second Kira are aware of. I imagine that the second Kira is probably quite satisfied with the current situation now that he's received a televised response.
This is gonna throw him for a bit of a loop here.
Now he's gonna have to send another message.
As far as he knows, he now has it. Also, there's that word he used, one that only the two of them would understand. We'll arrange to have this reply broadcast today on Sakura's 6 o'clock news. And what would be interesting is if Kira sends a message of his own to prevent this from happening. Ideally, this could provide us with the physical evidence we'll need to build a...
I'm like trying to keep up with him, you know?
In the meantime, let's gather all
It's
the
impossible.
information we can on this copycat.
Ryuk could give a death note to Kira because he somehow found a way to sneak an extra one past the Shinigami King?
Right.
What about you?
The
Right.
Shinigami King isn't someone who's easily fooled. It has a lot to do with the fact that I'm one of the few in the Shinigami realm who knows how to kill another of my kind. That's how I ended up with two.
It's interesting.
I think I get it. You killed the Shinigami and then you gave his notebook to me, right?
I learned the only way to kill a Shinigami is to make them fall in love with a human.
What a beautiful way to kill.
How romantic.
It's today, isn't it? Her last day alive.
She looks so full of life. I wonder
I didn't even think about that. Like, what if one of them got attached to a human, you know?
Yeah.
It's just not fair.
A man suddenly appeared and blocked her path. He was clearly infatuated with the girl.
I love you more than anyone else in the world.
Jesus.
Watching you, I want to protect you forever.
She'd never seen the man before, and of course, turned him down.
If I can't have you.
Psychos.
Right? Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Without even thinking, Jealous did something that we Shinigami must never do.
Stop their death.
Oh, he killed him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but stop the person that they care about's
yeah.
death. Like, you want to say good dude, but he's not a dude.
Yeah.
Good Shinigami.
At that moment, Jealous became something which was neither sand nor
That was a
rust,
beautiful
and
death.
disappeared forever.
Yeah.
He died. The only reminder of his existence was his death note, left behind.
That was a great
The
story.
rest of his lifespan was added to
Plus, it gave us a lot of
hers.
information on
So
them.
not only had he saved her life,
But it was a Shinigami who saved my life that day.
yes, Jealous loved you enough to die for you.
Oh, it was her?
So that death
I didn't put
note
that
is
together.
now yours to keep.
I didn't realize that. Were we being dumb?
I think so.
Shinigami to die, they have to love a human enough that they'd prevent their death from happening. I asked him on TV to find a way for us to meet each other, but he hasn't replied to me yet. What's taking him so long? Maybe I should just send him another message.
This girl's out of her mind.
This is
Enjoy.
That does look good.
I can't wait to meet Kira.
I wonder.
That's funny that they're
what
both
kind
right
of
there.
person are you, imposter?
Definitely not what you're thinking.
What kind of person are you, Kira?
No way.
Damn, that was a good one.
That was really good. I'm like a little confused by her. You think like what do you think her plan is here?
I think it's exactly what she's saying it is. It's just she just wants to get to... She's so, like, infatuated by doing this, like, just like he is. And she wants to meet him, you know, because there's another one of her out there, you know? She probably thinks they're going to have this
You think
connection.
she just liked him before she got her death note? And, like, then she got it, and she was just like, oh, now we
How
can do
could
it
she-
together.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, we don't know. Did she get hers before his? We don't know.
I don't think so.
No. But it couldn't have been that much
I
longer.
would like
either.
to think that she just got it now. Like, she just came down and gave it to her. That's why I was confused about who we watched die. Maybe she had a daughter or something, did they
What
say?
are you talking about?
Who the other Shinigami that died for the...
Yeah, was that...
Because, like, how could it be her?
That's what I don't understand. Or was that just metaphorical? Like, the way she was like, now it's yours. Like...
Yeah,
He's-
now
he
it's
did-
hers, but, like, she didn't make it seem like...
But she flat out said to her, like, he gave his life so yours could be... Didn't she?
I don't know that she said for her. I don't know. It did seem like that.
I'll have to go back and rewatch
Yeah,
that.
we definitely have to. Either we're being dumb, or, like, 2 times by missing it, and then now, like...
Yeah, not knowing.
Still not knowing, right. But regardless.
And then the whole beginning part. Like, see, they did exactly that one was like just like what I was talking about before we started. How like there's certain episodes that feel really. That one felt really long.
That one did feel long,
because
but like
now
not
I'm
like annoying long, like good long.
Yeah, like I was thinking back, like, and I'm like, oh, the first half of this episode I loved, and then like I forgot about it because I got so into that Shinigami part at the end.
That was Light and L, man. They're the coolest.
It's cool to see them working together.
It is, and I thought like Light had like the advantage, but like no way. L still suspects him, and like the questioning afterwards, like.
Well, yeah, and Light knows that too. Like that's why he keeps going. Damn, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
But that's what worries me because I keep saying it, but like Light keeps getting like torn down by L. So.
L knows some stuff about Shinigami, like.
So yeah, I forgot about that part.
That scared him too much.
Before they even said Shinigami, as soon as they said the eyes, when they flashed to him,
his eyes were real big.
Yeah, like he was like expecting it or something.
Because that was the one thing that he couldn't figure out yet is like, how are they doing that?
Right.
How are they able to do that?
Yeah.
That was actually, I really liked watching. I started feeling the panic that Light was feeling when that girl was just rattling off, mentioning Shinigamis and all this stuff, and I was like, oh my God, what are you doing?
Hey, you're blowing it.
Girl.
Like, I'm not even on his side, and I'm like, you're blowing it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm totally justified when he was like, how unprofessional, this is ridiculous, like that she would be saying this.
And it's funny, too, like, they mentioned the Shinigami King.
Yeah.
We've seen him, right? Wasn't it the guy with all like the...
No, I don't think it was, but we did see him. I don't think it was that guy, though. I think we saw him. I'm not sure. We might not.
I know. I don't remember.
But I do feel they've mentioned him before.
I'm sure if somebody comments, I'll be like, yeah, we did see him. Okay,
yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, he said he snuck that Ryuk snuck one past him.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, so Ryuk had to have had two, right? As well.
Ryuk
right?
has two also, yeah.
Obviously.
Because they have to have their own.
Did he say where he got the second one? I don't think so, right? At least I don't remember. But I feel like he might have, but I don't think I can't remember.
And it wasn't significant, like a real significant part.
It also could have been like one of the first one or two.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why I don't remember. But back to the thing with like where L sees when he hears the eyes and his eyes start fluttering. That reminds me of like back in the beginning when Light's dad kept saying like, or I think it was him who said it, but like he's like, what I find weird is like, why was this L guy like, why does he seem like he was like waiting for this to happen? Like he was expecting it. So like maybe like there's something to that, like that's connected where he's like had been like looking into this, like, or you know, studying it or something like that, the Shinigami stuff, or or he's connected to it somehow. Some way.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking he's somehow connected, but he wouldn't be saying like. I thought somehow he was connected with the Shinigami too, but then he wouldn't have been so like. The way he reacted was like, "Are you? Are they trying to make me think that Shinigami are real? Like you would?
Yeah, I know.
If you were a part of it, like you wouldn't be saying
that's
that.
where. Yeah, that's why I don't think that is the case.
Yeah.
I think that was just he was freaking out because
I think it scared him
when he heard the eyes. He probably in his head knows what that is already. If he's looked into
if
Shinigami.
you know about it, right?
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Well, plus if you're not sure, you know what I mean. It's just like you're not sure.
You know damn well in that scene too. At least the way I took it was. He took everything in, freaked out, and then all of a sudden collected himself because I think he figured something else out in his head, or is like has a working theory that he hasn't let us know yet, and he's going to bring it up later on.
I think it was that, and then I think it was a combination of that and Light kind of like making sense of what Shinigami could also mean,
right? Rather
than it just like it's definitely like gods are real, but like, oh, you're right. They could be talking in some kind of.
I could totally see him like later on being like, yes, back when we first found out, blah blah blah. Like as soon as he said the eyes, I knew this, but he didn't like because
oh yeah, for sure. I'm like I don't know. I'm just like blown away that like I thought Light was gonna be able to gain some ground, like you know what I mean, and like this was almost a complete ambush on him. He's like
it was almost a catastrophe for him. Yeah,
it really is. Like it's almost worst case scenario for him because like he has to be very, very careful about what he's saying because, like
One little slip.
even right now, like they're waiting for the real Kira to respond.
Yeah,
and like you know what I mean. So now, like, if Light needs to do it, he's got to do it somehow in private. Like,
I mean, wasn't he by himself there at the end at the cafe or whatever?
I'm sure they go home and stuff.
Yeah.
So like he would be able to, but like that's gonna be like weird if like he don't.
Well, he has to
only
figure out-
get sent out like.
Well, he has to figure out how to say it, like
what to say that will sound different than what he just wrote.
Because he's probably gonna want to meet them, right? Like so meet her. So like
yeah, he does. That's what he just said at the end. Like,
yeah,
I want to meet this imposter. Like, who is this imposter or something like that?
I honestly think that all it is that she's like infatuated by him. Like,
yeah, it's like it's gonna be if he meets her. First of all, he's a stud.
Yeah,
so
she's
he
gonna
can woo her
immediately,
and she seems like a babe too. So like he might fall for her also. They might turn into
like a power couple,
super power couple. Both have their own shinigamis. She's
Yeah.
got the eyes. They can kill anybody. But
Well,
like
what I'm
that's
wondering.
gonna end up turning into a fight.
I want to say that before. Like, I wonder if the two Shinigami are gonna like see each other. I'm like, oh, like they don't like each other, or something.
Yeah.
But it seems like they all know Ryuk, so like
maybe Ryuk's gonna fall in love with her too, and they're just gonna be collecting death notes.
Imagine, it's just a quad couple.
She's the Shinigami killer because she's a cutie.
I love the way they explain that though.
That is really cool.
That whole little story, I was not expecting that.
What was cool that I didn't think of was that all the life left in the Shinigami now also goes to that girl. That'd be the only way that it could be her is if it's like some kind of like magic.
Because she said it even like double or not double.
Is that it made her way past like how humans should live.
Right. That's why I don't think it's her.
That's what I was thinking.
I feel like once we reach year it, like, there's a way of saying
she
it.
just has those years. That doesn't necessarily mean that they've already passed. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But that girl, I'm like pretty sure the girl that we saw and the girl in that flashback were not the same.
Not from the looks of them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't see how it can make
She had a hat on, so we don't really know.
That's true. And it was kind of black and white anyway.
Yeah, so let's say that it was her. For now. Until we rewatch.
Definitely wrong. No matter what we go with here, we're wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
Guaranteed.
That's all right.
All right, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.